Pentatonic Way. Welcome to Tuesday, September 15th, 2020, as I like to call it. What a year. It's been nuts. There's another episode, I guess you'd call it, of live practice. It's where I stream a new backing track that I've never really jammed on before, and I show you the way I'd approach it using the Pentatonic Way, a system of just using pentatonic scales over backing tracks or chord progressions in general. Doesn't have to be a backing track. If you never been to this channel before and this is interesting to you, make sure to hit subscribe down there and hit the bell so you can always know when I'm going to be live streaming next or when I upload something. If you're watching this on Facebook, give us a like, leave a comment. Love to hear from you. And if you're on Twitch, do whatever you do on Twitch. I'm new over there, so I'm still figuring that out. But anyway, let's get into it. Today I have a really cool jam track. Yesterday we checked out a jam track in B minor, and today we're going to mix it up and we're going to check out a jam track in B minor. That's all right. B minor is a good key. Let's check it out. It's from Elevated Jam Tracks. And it's a very cool jam track. Let's see here. Yeah, I like the sound. It kicks in a second, and it's really awesome. So we have B minor, the D major, A major, E major. Sorry about that sound. All right, single. All right, so that's the track right there. You can see the chords. Got B to D to A to E. All right, and they suggest using B Dorian, which is located at the 7th fret, and it's all right. You can see it right there. I'll put a link to this backing track in the comments so you can check it out. And what they have for chords, like I was saying, is B minor, D to A major, and E major. All right. All right, so we have the scales we're going to use. Hold on one second. Live television. Hello? I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. What's up, everybody? All right, I'll be right up. Yep, bye. All right, cool. So let's check this out real quick. Trying to fit in my 15 minutes of practice time in a very busy day, just like I'm sure you guys are too. So you got to catch while catch can, right? Strike while the kettle's hot, something like that. All right, so let's just jam. I'll show you really quick what I'm going to use. For the B minor and the D, we're going to use this same shape, pretty much starting at the 7th fret. And that's the first shape of the pentatonic. All right, cool. And then for the D major, we can use that same shape because not only is it B minor pentatonic, it's D major pentatonic. So that makes it really easy for the first half of the progression. You just use that shape all over the neck. All right, and then for the A, we're going to use this shape. Well, if we stay on the 7th, we can use this shape right here. It's the 3rd shape of the pentatonic, and that's just a major pentatonic when you do it there. So that's All right, and that's just staying in position there on the 7th fret. And then for the E, we're going to use this shape, which is the 5th shape of the pentatonic, because your E is right here. And if you play that on the 7th fret, it turns into E major pentatonic. All right, cool. So let's check out how that sounds. First, for laughs, just to see how it sounds, I'm just going to use this scale over the whole thing. It might sound all right. You know, that's how I usually, would used to start jamming on this stuff. Say, okay, I'm in E Dorian, D minor is the first chord, so I'm just going to use D minor pentatonic over everything. So let's see how that sounds, and then we'll do it the other way. We'll use a different scale for each one. All right? So wait for it to come around. So here's B minor. Although I gotta dismiss this. So many things vying for my attention. I was like, oh, I'll live stream now. That's a good idea. Not. All right, it sounds pretty good. But let's try it now. Thanks, Jeremy, for the shout out there on Facebook. I'm going to switch scales now and go to those other two. So here's the first. Use that scale over those. There we go. Yeah, it sounds better, right? Like these are still the same, but now you have these. That's the 3rd of A. You get the 3rd of E. And then you really can feel that they're major chords. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes you hear something and you just go for it. Then I can do some like some Dorian. So that other stuff is the stuff you play fastest in between this noodly sort of fast, shreddy legato stuff. Like when I land on a note here. All right, let me pause there for a sec. All right, cool. Yeah, so these pentatonic licks are great in between those sort of fast, blistery, B minor, Dorian sort of stuff, you know? You can use those as pyrotechnics. And I do a lot of art, right? So I think of music and art in similar terms. And when I think of rhythm, I think of texture. You know, you could have these long notes, which are like big, flat, maybe swatches of color. And then you want like small detail, that's your like fast sort of thing. So you want to mix it up. You don't want it to be all the same. And you'll use these for different purposes. These will be for slow to medium type licks. You can do fast licks with pentatonics, but you know, nothing like you can do with those 7-note scales. And speaking of which, I had a request in comments from yesterday's video for some legato licks, and I want to show you one of my favorites. This is a group of 6. All right, so this is kind of off topic, but someone asked me to do it, so it couldn't be more on topic. Let's look at this diagram here with the blue dots. Right, you got your B Dorian. And if you look at the E and the B string, you have these notes. All right. Now, this shape is awesome for descending the neck. And it's a 6-note pattern, right? So if we're on the bottom string there, the E, we start on 8, pull off to the 5, let me start again. Start on the 10, pull off to the 7, hammer on the 9, hammer on the 10, pull off to 9, pull off to 7. Pretty awesome. So that's from, reminds me of the Shy Boy intro, Eat 'em and Smile, Steve Vai and everything. So you can just go right down the whole scale like that. Doesn't really work going up. I take it back. It does. Hand gets a little tired when you're doing the same pattern over and over. So, you know, when you're practicing it, play up to your limit where you're like, okay, I feel like my muscle is becoming solid mass and it's not able to move around. And then shake it out a bit and then try it again, you know. That's a different one. That's actually a group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is cool, groupings over like a 4/4 rhythm. You're doing a group of 5. Odd groupings are cool, I think. So that's the opposite. Like if you did it using that pattern on the top string, you do 7, 10, 7, 9, 10. Then do 6 going down. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I love legato, mainly because I can't really do that awesome picking, you know. I mean, it's not the best, but I've always been pretty good at legato. I love that Satriani sound, you know, he does those cool runs where it like pause in the middle and just like randomly, oh, whatever. But all right, I have to get upstairs. My life is calling me, and I hope that you're able to get in a few minutes of practice today and you enjoy this and find it interesting. Let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe, hit like, tell people about it. Make sure you pick up your guitar and practice a little bit today. I know you'll feel better when you do. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.